Hi, this is Thompson, the owner of Empower Widow, and I'm here today with
Latifah Abdullah, the founder of the Tibay Transform community.
And this is day 2. And so on day 2, I kind of want to go a little deeper with something that you talked about on yesterday.
Okay.
And again, this is going to be where we just speak from the heart.
Okay.
And that you be transparent for your audience, for your community. And so on yesterday when we spoke, you said something, and when you said it, it became visual for me. You talked about the birthing in that difficult place. And so the first thing I would like you to do is kind of do a comparison from actually giving natural birth to actually the place where you were, the things that were similar or common for you, that you were able to identify, and why you would say the birthing in this difficult place.
Okay. Well, one thing, I remember when I had my second child, I remember the nurse saying, "Stop screaming and push." I had totally forgotten, because it's like this big gap between my first daughter and my second daughter.
Okay.
And she literally said that, "Stop screaming and push." And so, and in that hard place, initially with all that stuff happening, I was pretty upset. Now it was like, okay, I don't recognize any of this. This is just ridiculous and all of that. And so it wasn't until I quieted myself. It wasn't until I stopped screaming. And then I was able to push, so to speak, and what came out of that is the pushing off or the peeling back of layers of things that I had allowed to attach themselves over the years.
Wow.
And so it was just a great it's great to, you just kind of get your identity back. It's like a rebirthing of yourself, and then anything that comes from you after that is vibrant. It's just vibrant, and so a lot of times, so up until that point, I went through being codependent, insecure, just all these different things, needing to be needed, and maybe that's the same as being codependent, but yeah, all these things created from circumstances and not feeling worthy or not feeling enough. And so all the way back from my teenage years, I just had just piles of stuff.
Wow.
And so all of that came off during that period. And so that's why I was able to, so peeling back the layers and then being able to push out purpose.
Okay. So let's deal with the word push. Push. From the place of a business owner, or for a woman who's watching, who maybe having served divorce papers, or a child has just run away, or maybe her company has just downsized and she's received a pink slip or a severance package. What is some advice that you would give her in pushing through what it is that she's going through?
I always start with the quiet place.
Okay.
You got to have the quiet place, because that's when you can hear instructions and, but yeah, so, and then after you've quieted yourself and maybe sometimes hearing the instructions, then you know which way to go. But either way, if you can get to the place where you can rest, like rest, not without anxiety. So with all the craziness going on around you, if you could be at peace and be at rest and know that there's purpose, that's what it's kind of like. It's kind of like, this is not the end, and that there's something greater. So that's why it's really important that you don't stop. Because there's, you gotta keep going, because you got to get to the other side, because this doesn't look so great, but over here there's greatness. And actually, there's actually greatness here. It's just it hasn't reached its full potential, or you can't see it. Yeah, so over here, that's when you're going to come from, like, behind the scenes, and then people will be able to see it. Yeah, so yeah, it's a great thing.
Thank you so much. this is the end of day 2. But we'll be back on day 3 with more information. Once again, this is Latanya Thompson, the founder of Empower Widow, and I'm here today with
Latifah Abdullah. I'm the founder of the Tibay Transform community.
And if they want more of you, how do they find you?
Well, you can find us on Facebook. It's TIBAYINTL, or you can come to our website. It's TIBAYINTL.com.
See you tomorrow.